All right, legend. This is one of the most powerful exercises when it is instilled into your life, and it kind of leaves a lot of people behind, both in career, relationships, and a pathway forward. The reason for it is because I'll explain it in the way that people live their lives. So, in a lot of ways, people say things like, well, when I have XYZ, I will be happy, uh, rich, fulfilled, joyful. All these things they rely on having first to then be able to be something or feel something. So most people operate from this space. And I use the example of leadership because it's really important. In business or in life, we want this, a lot of people want this position of leadership. They want to be paid more, they want to achieve more, they want status, all these things. The problem with it is they say things like, well, once I have that role, I'll be a leader. And if you have ever been a boss of a company, or if you've led other people, or you need to create a community or a team, you are actually looking for people with leadership skills, leadership abilities, and somebody who was already being that first in order for them to then step into the role that's going to be created. So, what this model is called here is it is called the be, do, have. Now, the majority of people you're probably going to realize now live in the state of have. And it's totally cool if that's you right now as well, because we're actually going to change that. But this is going to give you something to step into every single day of your life. Just like Tony Stark steps into Iron Man, this is going to allow you to step into your very own version of what that Iron Man is. The next step of the process is people who do. Now, this is an interesting place as well, because what you'll find is people who um, finish a day and they feel like they have achieved something because they've done everything on their list. The doey people, we call these. Okay, they've ticked all the boxes, so therefore they feel fulfilled, therefore they feel successful. Or the old trait, you go, how is your day going? And they say busy. This is the doers. Okay, they only feel good when they have completed a certain amount of tasks. The final and best place to be is this place here, when we are being something. This is actually when we live a life of purpose, alignment, and fulfillment. It is the strongest place to be, but with that comes one of the biggest challenges. It is the hardest place to be. So, I want to walk you through how you can use this for yourself so you can create something that's quite etherical and bring it into the tangible. So, the first things we need to understand is why the triangle? The triangle represents three things: too little, too much, and the highest possible version that we can step into. At the top here, you want to have something that relates directly to you. The archetype that you want to step into could be student, could be teacher, could be leader, CEO, educator. There are a million different archetypes, but it is the one that aligns with you the most, something that you want to step into. If you're having trouble with that, look around at people that you admire already in your life and try look at the archetype that they are. You'll watch movies like the Marvel series are a fantastic example of different archetypes and how people step in and out of them. Once you have this, so I'm just going to use leader at the top here. Once you have this, you need to understand what's too little and what is too much. This is where it gets really important and really individualistic as well. Because what happens now is it's going to give you the ability to see what is too much, what is too little, and what is in the center for you. So let me say that a leader is confident. Okay? Too much confidence is arrogance. Okay? That's really important to understand. Too little confidence, it might be, for you, it might be someone who's shy. It might be someone who's a pushover. It's got to be a word that resonates with you. So I'm just going to put shy for this one. What you're going to come up with is 5 things that you want to step into and the version that is too much and too little. Then what you're going to be able to do every day, this is every day, I want you to reflect at the end of the day, out of 10, how confident were you? Well, I was only a 2 today. Okay. And then you go down your list. That is going to turn the etherical into the tangible, and it's going to give you something to measure yourself against. So cool. If you're a 2 in confidence, why? What was it? What can you change? Where do you need to build yourself up? Confidence is a really interesting one. On a little side note, confidence is actually built through evidence. It's competence. If you're competent at something, confidence should follow you. If you're competent and not confident, then there's a blockage there that we need to work on in order to get you to the point of confidence. So, first step, what is the archetype at the top here that you want to be? Next step, what are the 5 things that a leader embodies for you? Okay, then what are the 5 too much and too little? And then the reflection process at the end of the day, where are you at? What can you change? What can you make better? What can you do less? Where can you step into it? What help do you need? All these things are going to enable you to get a snowball effect, and people are going to notice a difference. So if it is leadership that you're turning into, you'll notice that being a leader, how many opportunities step up for you. If it's being a teacher, you'll see how good you are at learning, how good you are at communicating, your patience, all these sorts of things are going to change. So I hope that's super helpful for you, and take the exercise, actually implement it, and it will change who you are. I promise.